everyone.
Hey.
Happy Saturday. We're taking our coffee on the road again.
On the road again, a Willie Nelson song.
On the road again.
Sing it, Krista.
We are traveling up to Ketchum in Sun Valley, Idaho. We just thought that the weather has been where in our nighttime temperatures have been dropping to 39, 37, 34. Not quite freezing, but enough that it would turn some of the leaves color. So we thought, I wonder what the leaves up in the mountains are. I wonder if they will change. So we thought, let's just take a trip.
And here we are.
And here we are. Now, the last time we took a trip, when we got to our destination has a house built on it. So
we're hoping for the better.
We're hoping there's still trees when we get up here.
And water in the river.
We need trees and water. It'd be nice. I think we'll do it in the spring if we went up here and went to the gondola up at Sun Valley Lodge or up by the ski resort.
The gondolas, yeah.
But that was too risky because we have been up here when they close it down for construction or kind of cleaning, fixing it up, stuff like that. So that was a little risky. So right now we're still kind of in the plains. We're climbing. I'm going to turn you around a little bit and show you. We're just starting to climb a little bit, and we're starting to see a few trees change, but we're still kind of in the desert part. The area we live in is more desert, and it's in the plains. It's the Flatlanders, as they like to call us from Sun Valley.
Yeah.
We're the Flatlanders, and we're headed up to the mountains. It's a place that we love to camp. Through the years, we've camped in Ketchum like all the time with the kids. We've done tent camping. We've done RV camping up here. The kids really love it coming up here.
Yes, they did.
Yep. And what town is this?
This is Bellevue.
This is Bellevue, a little town before you get to Ketchum and Sun Valley. And I'll probably pause you here and there and hopefully catch up with you as we drive. See you in a minute. Okay, we are still in Bellevue, but I thought you guys could see how cute this little town is. Although as soon as I turned it on, we passed all the little antique shops and all of that kind of stuff.
But it's a really small town.
Yep, and it's an adorable little town. Cute little chapel. Cute little mountains. And it has a bunch of little furniture stores and antique shops that we just passed through. Little cafes off to the side of the road. Ooh, sorry for the bumpy road. We're bumping along. What's our next town coming up?
Haley.
Haley. How far off till Haley?
Just about a mile and a half.
A mile and a half, and then we'll be in Haley.
Yep.
Once again, sorry for the bumpy road. While we do this, I think I'll switch it around. See how are you doing, Jay?
I am peachy. How are you doing?
Doing good. We got our coffee. My coffee is actually hot lemon tea because of my allergies in the fall. But and your coffee is actually water.
That's correct.
But we are
Because it is
bringing our
afternoon.
coffee. Yes, because we're taking this trip a little early. This is actually Friday, and the reason why is because it takes so long to do one of these trips. It would take us all day on Saturday. So we're doing it on Friday, but going to post it on Saturday for you guys.
Yeah.
But this is a fun drive, and we kind of needed a break. I'm going to tell you the truth. We needed a break badly. It was an exhausting week. We keep saying that, but I swear, like, it always is crazy. Things pop up. I know your guys' lives are about the same. What do you guys have going on this week? Has your life been crazy? I ended up with a broken tooth.
Yeah, and we still have to get that all situated and taken care of.
Yeah, something they couldn't even fix today, so I get to go into the weekend with a broken tooth, and then we have to make a decision. We have a lot of options that are super, super costly.
Yep. That's it.
So we did not have a good week as far as that goes, because we had surprises that are costly and surprises that were unexpected, and it just came out of nowhere.
But as the famous saying goes in the movie Elizabethtown, if it wasn't this, it'd be something else.
If it wasn't this, it'd be something else.
You gotta go with the flow.
Yes.
You gotta ride the waves, not crash into them.
Yes.
And you got to, you know what, just shrug it off.
Mhm.
Like water on a duck's back, right?
Exactly. Gotta just, life
okay.
happens.
Yep.
Life is life.
Yep, that's exactly to the point. Life happens, and there's nothing you can do about
Yep.
it, and that's just how it is.
So, whoops, I'm gonna flip this around because you can see we're in a little traffic jam right here in the middle of nowhere.
We lost some
Ah.
furniture out of the back
This
of the
is
truck.
the exciting stuff that happens when you're in Idaho. It's not that you get real traffic jams.
There was a lawn chair and some kind of a pole cart out of the back of the pickup.
Like a wheelbarrow kind of. Oh no, one of those little pole carts, huh?
Yeah, like that you hook up to the back of a bicycle to drag a kid along.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
somebody
for
lost
them
their
to ride.
wagon, and a lot of times it's an animal that you have to stop by. By the way, this is, what airport is this?
This is the Haley Airport.
The Haley Airport.
Friedman Airport, I think it is.
You can fly in here if you have a lot of money, and you can ski up here in Sun Valley. So I'm going to pause this until we get a little bit more interesting here. Okay, and here we are in Haley, and now we're starting to see more trees turning colors.
And the farther we get up to Sun Valley and Ketchum, the more of the colors you'll see.
Yep.
And more, a lot more trees.
I love fall,
Yeah, it's really nice.
except for my allergies. And there are some cute little shops here that you can kind of do a little antique shopping, furniture shopping, decor.
Yeah, this is bigger than Bellevue for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I love it when the trees, they're just starting in our town, just starting to turn.
Yeah, it gets a lot colder up here than in Twin Falls.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
We've gone shopping in some of these shops. I could never afford the furniture, that's for sure, that we would go look at. Okay, I'm going to stop
that's
you.
'cause this is where I think Tom Hanks has a house.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Hanks, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who else? Oh, there's just a bunch of famous people. When Bruce Willis was married to Demi Moore, they had a house together. They also used to own the restaurant Shorty's Diner in Haley. They completely restored it, gutted it, restored it, and then they owned it before they divorced. And I don't know who owns it now, but they did a lot of different things up here in Haley and Sun Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some other. I think Clint Eastwood might even have a house up here.
There's quite a few stars that have houses up here.
Yeah, it's because it's beautiful up here.
It's beautiful.
Can't blame them.
And the people up here are great about just letting them be, not harassing them. They just let them be up here.
Yeah, they can just do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So we're in I don't know why we have such a traffic jam today.
It definitely is interesting.
Yeah. So I'll put pause because it's getting a little bit like we're just following trucks and stuff. But we're climbing and we're getting closer and closer. We'll go to catch them, and we'll also pass Sun Valley, right? I think on our way through.
Yeah, Sun Valley is going to be to the right, but we're going to go through Ketchum and then up to where we always like to hang out by the river.
Okay. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're still climbing. It's getting prettier and prettier every moment.
Yeah, it's because we're getting closer to Sun Valley and Ketchum.
Yeah.
A lot more mountains.
The sky is absolutely gorgeous today. Just beautiful.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for better weather.
What's your favorite memory coming up here, Jay?
I think when we used to go up to the sheep corrals where we used to take the kids camping.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to turn this around. Yeah, definitely camping was the best.
Yeah.
And here's a funny story. Our daughter could not stand to use the outhouses and stuff like that when we would go camping. And now she, for a living, is an archaeologist. She is getting her doctorate in anthropology. And we just crack up because she is using porta potties all the time and out in the middle of nowhere and on, digs and stuff like that, which is, I think is the cutest thing, because I still remember her as a little girl, and she's going to hate me for telling that. Sorry, Cynthia. But those are memories, and I remember when it rained so hard that our tent was just drenched, and that's when we first adopted Andrew, our son, and he was 10 years old. Cynthia was 10 at that time, and Joshua was 9, and we went out for Memorial Day and tent camped. And sometimes you get snow on Memorial Day weekend. Other times you get a lot of rain, and that happened to rain, and our tent was leaking. Everybody was wet. There was no way to cook. So I remember all of us soaking wet, getting together in the morning, just like that was a miserable night, and all going through the Brent. There was not very often there's a McDonald's, around here, because these are not like corporate type places you can get. But there happened to be a new McDonald's, and we all went through McDonald's, and they were so happy. Do you remember that?
Yep. Got breakfast.
Yeah. So let me turn this around because it's really getting pretty. We're starting to get up into these mountains here.
Yeah, it's more mountainous through here.
And out through here are just quakies, quaking aspens. So we have
pine trees.
Pine and quaking aspens are like the biggest thing that we get around here. We love the quaking aspens here so much. We actually planted them in our backyard, but down in the plains, or what do they call us, the flatlanders?
Yep.
Quakies don't survive so well, so we have a hard time with our quakies, but I think they like to be up here.
Yeah, it's a lot more snowy up here, for sure.
And pretty soon, should I pause the camera for a second, and then I want to show them as we get close to the Sun Valley snow lift.
Yeah.
Okay. We could even drive kind of through that little parking lot. Okay, we'll see you in a minute. So that bridge right there, you can actually ride across. It's an old train bridge.
Yep.
And we once took a trip with our Sunday school class. Remember that with our young Marys? It was called Bicycle Built for Two, and we all took our bicycles and rode that entire length. And it was exhausting. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
We had gone downhill pretty much. We went and parked in this place way down the road here, and we parked, and then we went, it kind of was like a downhill, and then to turn around and try to get back to our picnic place,
it was all uphill.
It was all uphill, and we didn't think we were going to make it back. I remember just trying to crank my pedals so hard, and as I'm cranking them as hard as I can, a lady in a stroller just walks right past, past me. And
that was funny.
And then I'm just still cranking it as far as I can, and then an old lady walks right past me. And I'm like, I am not even going fast enough for her. Oh, that trip was great.
It was.
Yeah. So if you are in the Idaho area, you should, though, check out the bike trails up here. They are great. They're all through this beautiful countryside.
Yep.
And it's just so beautiful to be riding your bike through all of that. I would suggest that you start at the part where you've got to go uphill and then save the downhill for after at the end.
Ski lifts are coming up right here on the left.
Okay, ski lifts are coming up.
River Run lift area where we turn, and you can't see it from this road, but you turn left right here and go down in.
You would turn left like right here, and you'd end up at the ski lifts. What Jay and I would like to do is take you on a gondola ride up the ski lifts. We just have to make sure, so it's on Bald Mountain, and we have to just make sure that they're open and not getting ready for winter and cleaning, because that would be beautiful. So we will try either this fall to take you on that trip.
Probably next week, hopefully, if they have them open.
Yeah. Or if not, we could do it in the spring too.
Yep.
So the gondola is like an enclosed ski lift that goes all the way up to the top, and then you could eat at the Roundhouse restaurant at the top, and it overlooks all of the Sun Valley area. And we are in Ketchum right now.
This is Ketchum.
This is Ketchum, Idaho. One of our favorite places in the world.
Yes, indeedy.
And it's growing. They've got so many more buildings.
Mm-hmm. Lots of condos, townhouses. Lots of people moving here.
Yeah.
From all over. All over.
Oh, the Sheep Festival is next week.
And that's really funny because they
we should
pretty much shut down the road, and
I don't know if we can
everybody has to wait on the sheep.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if you guys see that. It's the Festival of the Sheep. So they shut down the entire town.
Well, if you think about it, it's better than running of the bulls. At least with sheep, you're not going to get hurt.
At least they're padded when they run into you.
Yeah.
But literally, they shut down the whole town for that. But it's fun. We should probably see about going sometime.
Yeah.
That would be a fun trip. But I'm going to pause now, since we're at a standstill.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And we're back. We're out of Ketchum, and now we're climbing farther. And we're in the mountains, and you can already start to smell the pine and the pretty
Quakies and all that.
Quakies in the forest. And along here on the left is still that pathway. The bike path goes all the way from where I just showed you, all the way through, I think, Bellevue and Ketchum.
And Haley.
Or no, it's Haley and then Ketchum. and all the way through to some of these campgrounds, that bike trail, and also goes to Sun Valley, I believe.
Yeah,
too.
I believe so.
Yep, Sun Valley is off to our right. Although that mountain that we showed you is considered the Sun Valley ski not the lodge, but the mountain.
And here's the Sun Peak picnic area that we're going to go to.
Okay, Sun Peak picnic area. This is where we love to go and hang out if there is nobody in our spot. See how pretty that is?
Yep, there's the creek right there.
And there's the river. And we might be lucky enough that we might be alone.
Nope.
No, we're never alone.
It's okay.
But we're going to see if we can find a spot to sit and enjoy. Okay? Give us a minute. And I'm secretly recording because Jay's the good guy. He always goes wherever we're going to go. He'll go and walk it and make sure that I can actually hike it. Because every once in a while you have something that's like a tall cliff or goes into water where you'd have to cross the river. And we're going to see if he gives me the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I love that man. He's pretty awesome. He's always looking. Okay, we're going to go there.
Okay, we're back. And now we're going to take you to the river.
Let's hike.
She's slowly coming behind me. Here she goes.
I forgot to have that too.
It's okay. We got all day. This is one of our favorite spots, and you can see and hear why. Because it is beautiful, and Krista is going to be really careful.
I forgot the right shoes because we did this last minute.
It's okay. I'm going to put it on pause and help you.
Okay, we're set
back.
up. We've got our camping chairs.
Yep.
And I've got my not really coffee, it's hot tea.
And I got my not really coffee, it's water.
But we made it, and the river didn't move like our last place. The trees are still here, so at least this is still here.
This is here, see? This is what we wanted to show you guys, and we finally at least accomplished that. That's good.
Yeah, I think it's so pretty, and the leaves are changing. I don't know, it's not going to be long. They're all over the ground, so it's not going to be long before snow hits.
Yeah, but it's beautiful up here though.
Yeah.
This is just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the Jay and Krista trip, that's for sure.
So
this is what we like to do.
What we've done
and gives us peace.
Yeah, so what we've done in the past when life gets a little too chaotic, down, use your other hand maybe and go farther. There you go. There you go. When life gets chaotic in our own town, often we will just pack up our camping chairs, and maybe even stop by. We've often stopped by for a little pint of ice cream and brought it here and just sat and watched the river and watched the water behind us. Usually we're facing the other way. We just thought
usually we see what you see. Usually we see that.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll just watch the water go by, throw a stick in it and watch it pass.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. just even the sound of the water. This is why I want to put a creek and a pond or waterfall in our backyard.
Yeah.
You know, because it just is relaxing to be able to just sit there and you just close your eyes and hear that water, and it's just it just does away with the peace, or it does away with, it brings you peace. It does away with the chaos.
Yeah.
It doesn't do away with the peace. It brings me peace for sure.
Sometimes adult life comes with all the hurdles.
Yeah, and especially in marriage, you know, you got all of the stresses of life, and that weighs on your marriage. So, you know, you come up here and you relax by water and sun and beautiful trees and just the fresh air, and it clears your head, and take a deep breath and just enjoy it.
Air.
Yeah.
Fresh air is so nice.
Yep.
The other thing is I remember there was one winter when our kids were probably junior high-ish. A lot happened when they were in junior high.
Yeah.
But we were pretty stressed all winter. You're kind of trapped in the house when it's cold, and school, you know, all the stresses of life. And Jay's cousin from California had worked at I think it was like a second grade class or a first grade class, and they were reading Flat Stanley. And if you haven't read that book, Flat Stanley, I guess all the kids back then were making like these Flat Stanleys. They'd trace themselves, and then they would send them across the country and take pictures with them. So her class wanted to see different places. So they sent Flat Stanleys across, you know, America, so that they could get pictures of their Flat Stanleys everywhere.
And they sent one to Idaho.
Yeah, they sent one to us.
Yep.
And she thought it was a blessing that we took it and took it on a bunch of trips, but it actually ended up to be a blessing to us, because here we were trapped in the house all winter, and we were getting on each other's nerves, and
It was a bee.
a bee.
Yep.
We were getting on each other's nerves, and the kids were arguing and all that kind of stuff. And we had to take this assignment of taking Flat Stanley all over Idaho. So we got out, and every weekend for a couple weekends, we went all over the place.
Yep.
And we took Flat Stanley everywhere and took pictures with him. And it refreshed our family.
Time.
Our family just needed an escape.
Yeah, family time for sure.
Yeah. And I think if things are getting tense in your marriage, things are getting tense with your kids, maybe just take a little day trip and just get away and go listen to some pretty water, and
Yep.
let that wash over you and kind of heal some of the pain that's going on in your marriage or in your family. You agree with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It was well said. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, when you're stressed and you're trying to figure out what to do, and you're just at a loss, you know, sometimes it's good to get away and head down to the river, you know.
When you break a tooth and your son's car breaks down, and you're trying to get how many things happen this week.
Yeah, and the dentist says it's going to be $8,000 to fix your tooth. What do? You go down to the river.
It wasn't 8.
You go down the river and
Close
pray.
to 6, but it wasn't 8.
Still a lot of money for one tooth.
I think that tooth ain't worth it. Just get rid of it.
I say pull that sucker. Pull it and throw it away.
Give us a like. Tell us if I should just pull it and get rid of it.
Pull it. Just pull it.
Just
Pull it.
who needs it anyway?
That's right.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
I know
a dentist. He'll pull it for $50. I say pull it.
Well, that's next week's adventure.
That's right.
Your mom will probably move on the same week.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your tooth pulled for $50. How much fun is that? Oh boy.
Well, this is so much better. I would lean back, but I think, okay, am I safe? I'm on rocks.
I'll just
right
show
here.
you guys some more of that water and the river. It's just awesome. And I believe this is the Big Wood River up north of Ketchum, Sun Valley. So it's just a peaceful place. It's just an awesome place. Can you imagine this in your backyard? I mean, who wouldn't be relaxed having this in their backyard. Now I know why everybody up here lives here. It's just amazing, isn't it, Krista?
So amazing.
It's awesome.
One of my favorite places on earth right here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This and the beach.
Yeah.
I could do either.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hit pause and enjoy this for a little bit, so we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back, and we are going to close this video out, and we appreciate you coming along on our trip to Sun Valley, Idaho, and sitting by the river with us while we reminisce about fun times and peaceful pasts, and we just hope that God blesses your marriage, and we are just going to sit here for a little while longer and enjoy the river and just rest and just relax. So from our marriage to yours, this is Jane Krista helping you say I do forever. See you guys.
See ya.